A season of grace. In the gentle embrace of present-day America, nestled among rolling hills and quiet streets, lies the small town of Maplewood, a place where every sunrise promises hope and every neighbor greets you like family. It was in this enchanting town that Olivia Scott first began to sense that life, in all its fragile beauty, was unfolding before her in ways she could neither foresee nor control. Her world, a tapestry of memories, doubts, and dreams, settled like the soft patina on the old brick sidewalks of Maplewood, whispering secrets about love, friendship, and the resilient spirit of personal growth. Olivia had always believed in the quiet miracles of life. Having grown up among the kindly folk of Maplewood, she learned early that even the smallest gesture, a smile from a stranger or a kind word from a friend, could warm the coldest heart. Now in her mid-30s, she worked as a high school English teacher, guiding young minds with the same tender care that she nurtured her own soul. Yet even as she inspired others, Olivia wrestled with her own dreams, unsure if she had ever truly embraced the promise of her heart. The summer when everything changed began like any other, with the sun spilling golden light across dew-kissed meadows and the gentle murmur of everyday life in town. One crisp evening, as the sky blushed with the colors of twilight, Olivia found herself walking along the banks of the stream that had long been the silent witness to her quiet reflections. It was there that she first encountered Nathan Roberts, a man whose presence stirred something deep within her. With eyes as clear as the mountain lakes and a smile that seemed to defy the hardships of his past, Nathan carried a quiet grace about him, as if every step he took was a promise to his own future. "Good evening," Nathan said softly, his voice carrying the warmth of a long-forgotten melody. "I hope I'm not intruding on your solitude." His tone was gentle, respectful, and it wrapped around Olivia like a familiar lullaby. Olivia paused, her heart fluttering in uncertain delight. "Not at all. I find solace here," she replied, her eyes meeting his with a mixture of curiosity and caution. In that fleeting moment, as dusk yielded to night, an unspoken connection blossomed between them, a silent promise of shared stories, whispered confidences, and the kind of healing that often comes from unexpected encounters. The days that followed were imbued with a kind of magic. Nathan, who had arrived in Maplewood looking for a fresh start, soon became a regular visitor to the little cafe on Main Street where Olivia would sometimes spend her afternoons grading papers. Their conversations, initially tentative and weighted by mutual respect, soon grew into full and honest exchanges about life's bittersweet truths. Nathan spoke of past scars that had left him wary of attachment, while Olivia revealed how her own quiet struggles sometimes left her feeling isolated even amid a loving community. It wasn't long before their rendezvous gradually evolved into deep friendships and then, with the soft inevitability of a river reaching the sea, into a tender romance. Their love was not the fire that burned fiercely and consumed everything in its path, but rather a gentle, luminous glow and abiding, heartfelt warmth that promised healing where there had been hurt. One crisp autumn morning, as leaves blushed in shades of amber and gold, life presented Olivia with its first major turning point. While walking to work along a familiar lane, she witnessed a terrible accident unfolding before her eyes, a car skidding uncontrollably on a rain-soaked road, its driver struggling against the wheels of fate. Without hesitation, Olivia rushed to help, her actions driven by the same compassion that had defined her life. In the chaos that followed, a stranger was saved by her timely intervention. The incident, tragic yet redemptive, shook Maplewood to its core, and in the aftermath, the community rallied with an outpouring of support that underscored the strength of human compassion. In the days that followed that fateful event, as investigators pieced together the fragments of a shattered moment, Olivia found herself contemplating the fragile nature of existence. Conversations with Nathan grew deeper. They discussed not only the preciousness of life but also the importance of being present for those who needed us most. "Sometimes it's in the darkest moments that we discover the true radiance within," Nathan mused one evening as they sat on a park bench under a starlit sky. His words resonated with Olivia, sparking a realization that life's disruptions, however profound, often carried with them the seeds of renewal. But life, unpredictable in its twists and turns, soon presented a second life-changing event, a revelation that would test the very foundation of Olivia's identity. One chilly winter afternoon, while poring over old family letters in the attic of her childhood home, Olivia discovered a bundle of faded envelopes bound with a ribbon. Inside, a series of letters penned by her late mother spoke of secrets long buried, of a past marked not only by love and loss but also by hidden truths. In those written words, Olivia uncovered the gentle yet heart-wrenching tale of her biological origins. She was adopted. The realization that the story of her early life had been shrouded in mystery left her reeling. Questions tumbled through her mind in a torrent about identity, belonging, and the very notion of family. For weeks, she wandered through Maplewood like a ghost in her own life, seeking answers from relatives who themselves struggled with the remnants of old wounds. In the wake of that revelation, it was Nathan who sat by her side through tearful nights and quiet mornings of introspection. "You are not defined by secrets or omissions," he told her gently, his hand enveloping hers in a steady reassurance. "Your strength lies in the love you cultivate and the kindness you extend to the world." With each day, Olivia attempted to piece together this newly discovered mosaic of her past, and as the raw pain of abandonment slowly softened, she began to let hope take root. Her friends rallied around her, affirming that no matter how tangled one's beginnings might be, the true test of life was how we choose to love and be loved. The season passed, and as winter gave way to the tentative buds of spring, a third life-changing event arrived with the brightness of a new dawn. It was during Maplewood's annual spring fair, a cherished community festival bursting with laughter, music, and the heady aroma of blooming flowers, that Olivia received news that would forever alter her understanding of joy and loss. Daniel Carter, an old friend whose encouragement had once seen her through the darkest chapters of her life, had unexpectedly returned to town after years of silence. Having left Maplewood in search of his own identity and dreams, Daniel now arrived as a changed man, hardened by life's trials yet softened by the wisdom of experience. His return was not merely a nostalgic echo of the past, it was a beacon of forgiveness, reconciliation, and the possibility of fresh beginnings. The initial reunion was quietly emotional. Standing by the cotton candy stand, Daniel's deep-set eyes searched Olivia's face for signs of the girl he once knew. "I've missed you, Liv," he said, his voice thick with remorse and longing. "I left because I was scared of the future. But now I see that the only thing to fear is a life unlived." His sincere contrition melted the years of regret that both had accumulated, and soon, the three of them, Olivia, Daniel, and Nathan, joined together in conversations that meandered through memories, missed opportunities, and dreams for the days yet to come. In the days that followed Daniel's unexpected return, Maplewood transformed into a canvas on which hope was painted in vibrant hues. Community events turned into healing ceremonies, where laughter shared over simple meals and heartfelt dialogues in the cool evening air reaffirmed the bonds among the townsfolk. Olivia found herself at the center of these converging lives, a woman caught between the innocence of her beginnings and the enriched complexity of the present. In secret moments of introspection, she mused about the profound beauty inherent in vulnerability. To love openly, she confided to Nathan during one soft rain-soaked night, is to be brave enough to let the scars show, so that others might see the strength it takes to heal. Nathan, whose own life had been a mosaic of challenges overcome, responded with a tender, affirming smile that spoke of shared triumphs. As spring deepened into a warm summer, Olivia felt herself transforming. The slow, deliberate process of embracing her past, grieving what was lost, and celebrating the friendships she had nurtured lent her life a renewed radiance. Through Daniel's return, the symbolic resurrection of old wounds healed into the soft tapestry of forgiveness, and through her bond with Nathan, a love that promised deeper understanding and acceptance grew steadily. She learned the most precious lesson: every experience, painful or joyful, was but a thread in the rich fabric of existence. Late one sultry evening, as fireflies began their delicate dance amid the tall grasses behind her modest home, Olivia sat on her back porch and reflected on the turns her life had taken. The town of Maplewood, with its steadfast traditions and unassuming charm, had taught her that community was not just a collection of lives lived in proximity, but rather an interwoven network of hearts that beat with shared dreams and silent hopes. She remembered the day when, As a young girl, she had believed that life was a neatly drawn path, a line that could be confidently followed. Now she understood that life was more like a winding river, its course shaped by unexpected eddies, joyous rapids, and tranquil pools where one could rest and reflect. The challenges she faced, the near tragedy on that rain-slicked road, the revelations of a family secret, and the return of a long-lost friend had not diminished her spirit but enriched it. With every trial, she discovered new reservoirs of strength, learning that the key to happiness lay in embracing change rather than resisting it. In her quiet moments with Nathan, beneath the stars that watched over Maplewood like silent guardians, she learned that love was not simply a means to an end but a gentle force that transformed everyday moments into something extraordinary. One radiant morning, a few weeks after Daniel's heartfelt reunion, the town gathered for a community picnic on the sprawling lawns near the old oak tree, a living legend of Maplewood that had witnessed countless stories of love and loss. Children ran freely along the grassy expanse, their laughter mingling with the soft strains of an acoustic guitar played by a local musician. Amid the festivities, Olivia felt compelled to speak. Standing before a small assembly of neighbors and friends, she expressed gratitude for the beauty of imperfection and the resilience that emerged after hardships. "We are all, each one of us, stories in motion," she said, her voice steady and clear. "Every smile, every tear, and every memory we share form the mosaic of who we are. I have learned that love and friendship are the lanterns that guide us through the darkest nights, and that our personal growth is measured not by the absence of pain, but by how courageously we rise above it." Her words, simple yet profound, resonated with the crowd, weaving a shared understanding that although life often took unexpected turns, the journey was always worthwhile. In the months that followed, the town of Maplewood seemed to shimmer with renewed vitality. Conversations on front porches, long walks along winding lanes, and secret exchanges of handwritten notes in the local bookstore became the threads that bound the lives of its inhabitants closer together. Olivia's circle of friends expanded as new bonds formed and old ones deepened. Daniel, having rediscovered his own passion for life through reuniting with those who had once held him dear, began volunteering at the community center, using his experiences to help others navigate their own storms. Nathan, ever the quiet guardian of hope, continued to be a source of unwavering support for Olivia, encouraging her in moments of doubt and rejoicing with her in moments of triumph. And through it all, the seasons changed at their own measured pace. The once sharp chill of winter melted into the languid warmth of summer, and as the year unfurled like a delicate bloom, Olivia discovered that life's most treasured moments were those raw, unguarded instances of genuine connection. One such evening, as the sky turned a brilliant shade of indigo and the first stars began to appear overhead, Olivia walked hand in hand with Nathan along the familiar stream. "Do you ever think about how far we've come?" she asked softly, her eyes reflecting the glimmering water. Nathan squeezed her hand, his own gaze lost in the gentle cadence of the river. "Every day," he replied. "And every day, I'm thankful that our paths crossed in this little town where hope still thrives." His words, though simple, carried the weight of countless unspoken promises, a vow that no matter how many life-changing events might come, they would face them together, with hearts full of courage and eyes fixed on the beauty of tomorrow. In the quiet after the conversation, as the night deepened and the gentle hum of nocturnal life filled the air, Olivia allowed herself to be fully present in the moment. Every laugh that echoed from the town square, every soft murmur from neighbors settling down for the night, and every twinkling star overhead reminded her that life was an intricate dance of sorrow and joy, endings and beginnings. Reflecting on her journey from the tender stirrings of a chance meeting by a stream to the profound revelations about her identity and the healing magic of reuniting with a dear friend, she felt a surge of gratitude that illuminated even the darkest recesses of her heart. Years later, as autumn painted Maplewood in brilliant hues of copper and scarlet, Olivia would often sit by the window of her cozy home, a relic of simpler times, and relish in the tapestry of her past. The memory of the rain-soaked night when she rescued a stranger, the bittersweet discovery of her origins, and the unexpected return of Daniel came together like the brushstrokes of a master painter, each contribution vital to the portrait of her life. Surrounded by the love of longtime friends and the steadfast support of a community that had shared in her laughter and tears, she understood that even life's most heart-rending chapters paved the way for a future that shimmered with promise. Olivia's journey was a testament to the transformative power of vulnerability and the healing force of compassion. In the soft cadence of daily life, whether through the shared embraces at community gatherings or the quiet yet profound conversations under the vast American sky, she had discovered that love was both a refuge and an endless source of strength. Each challenge, each life-changing event, had added depth to her soul and clarity to her purpose. Looking back now on the winding path that led her to this moment, Olivia realized that although her past was riddled with unforeseen twists and painful secrets, she had learned to cherish every experience as a stepping stone towards becoming her truest self. Love, she had learned, was not a destination but a journey, a continuous, evolving experience that flourished in the small acts of kindness, the enduring bonds of friendship, and the quiet moments of forgiveness that transcended time. In Maplewood, where every heartbeat was woven into the shared fabric of community, Olivia found her sanctuary. The lessons of her youth were now intertwined with the wisdom of her experiences, and as she looked out at the horizon, she could almost hear the soft echoes of dreams fulfilled and promises made. With Nathan by her side and the support of lifelong friends like Daniel, she embraced the future with an open heart, aware that each day was an opportunity to mold a life filled with grace, courage, and unwavering love. And so, beneath a sky that shimmered with endless possibilities, the story of Olivia Scott, of a loving teacher, a brave soul, and a resilient spirit continued to unfurl like a gentle breeze over the fields of Maplewood. Every encounter, every tear, and every embrace in that small American town served as a poignant reminder that the most profound beauty in life lies not in avoiding pain, but in rising, again and again, with a heart unburdened and a spirit emboldened by hope. In the end, as the seasons blended into one another and the story of a simple town wove itself into the grand narrative of life, Olivia understood that her journey was not defined by the unexpected tragedies or the secret histories uncovered along the way. Instead, it was defined by the choices she made in the quiet moments when she forgave, when she loved, and when she allowed herself to grow. It was in these choices that Maplewood's true charm lay, and in these choices that she found the strength to embrace each day as a precious gift. On many a quiet evening, as the gentle hum of the town's life mingled with the soft whispers of the wind, Olivia would close her eyes and remember the milestones that had reshaped her destiny, the fateful encounter by the stream that brought Nathan into her life, the shattering yet ultimately liberating discovery of her hidden past, and the unexpected return of Daniel, which mended old wounds and paved the way for new beginnings. Each of these events, though painful in its moment, had bestowed upon her a wisdom that glowed brighter than any ephemeral sorrow. They had taught her that every twist in the journey was part of an intricate mosaic, a mosaic that, when viewed from the distance of time, revealed a vibrant picture of perseverance, hope, and the enduring power of human connection. In a final, heartwarming celebration of life, the annual Maplewood Festival arrived once again, a time when the entire town gathered to honor not only tradition but also the spirit of rebirth that each new season promised. As Olivia walked through the festival grounds, the air filled with sweet melodies and the inviting aroma of freshly baked pies, she exchanged knowing smiles and warm greetings with neighbors who had become like family. The gentle strain of a piano and the soft laughter of children set a backdrop for quiet moments of reflection, while conversations flowed easily, laden with shared histories and dreams for the future. With every step, Olivia felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the myriad experiences that had sculpted her soul. In that moment, as the warmth of the day mingled with the cool embrace of evening, she understood that the true essence of life was found in its imperfections, its surprises, and its moments of genuine connection. And sitting on a weathered bench near the old oak tree, the silent sentinel of Maplewood, she whispered to the gentle breeze, "Thank you for every twist, every tear, every smile. For in your unpredictable embrace, I have found a way to be whole." The soft murmur of the wind seemed to carry her words through the bustling streets and quiet corners of her beloved town. In that gentle dialogue between the heart and the world, Olivia recognized a fundamental truth: even as life changes with unyielding force, love remains the constant that binds us all. Whether through the unexpected rescue of a stranger on a rainy night, the stirring revelation of long-guarded secrets, or the healing power of reuniting with an old friend, every moment was a precious reminder that the journey itself was worth every step taken. As twilight deepened and the first stars began to shimmer in the velvety sky, Olivia's heart was light and resolute. In the delicate interplay of past sorrows and future dreams, she had discovered that the soul's resilience was forged in the fires of vulnerability and kindness. Maplewood, with its endless horizon and enduring community spirit, had bestowed upon her a truth that was as clear as the gentle ripple of the stream beside which she first met Nathan, that love, in its many forms, was the true alchemy that transformed a life from ordinary to extraordinary. And so, as night embraced the little town in a blanket of quiet serenity, Olivia Scott, the teacher, the friend, the lover, and the seeker of truth, rested contentedly with a heart brimming with hope. In every memory recounted and every new day promised, she found the evidence of a life richly lived, a life that had grown, healed, and blossomed into a beautiful testament to love, friendship, and personal growth. For in the end, it was not the absence of hardship but the grace with which one navigated its twists and turns that defined a truly remarkable existence. In that timeless moment, under a celestial vault studded with stars, Olivia silently vowed to continue her journey, ever ready to embrace life's uncertain path with unwavering courage and boundless kindness. And as the gentle night whispered its lullaby to the hearts of all in Maplewood, a season of grace had indeed arrived, a season that promised renewal, unity, and the everlasting light of hope to guide the way for every wandering soul.